it's crazy to realize that so many of the trees that you have, seen around thinking they are part of the natural landscape are just not. So I am at Devitt's Nursery, and today I am looking for all of the plants that are going to go into my yard. I've done a lot of hardscaping recently, and now it's time to purchase plants and get them in the ground. It's very exciting. It's also very nerve-wracking because I don't know if you can see around me, so much variety. How do you control all of the options? It's like going to a diner and deciding what to eat. I am going to stick to native perennials. So perennials, because that means that all these plants will come back year after year, which means cuts down on cost of kind of replacing plants. And I can really plan out what the landscape is going to look like and know what it's going to look like going forward. And then natives, well, natives are what local native pollinators love to eat, and it's where they find shelter. And listen, if we're going to be doing eco-friendly, sustainable style, we got to be native. So it's too bad because there's some plants around here that I absolutely love, but because they're not native, I'm just not going to go there. We're going to stay native because also that as a creative limitation helps me a lot. It means just less to choose from. Honestly, this is like being at a nursery this large with so much variety is like a massive paint fan deck. And it's like, where do you even start? How do you make these decisions? So much that I love, but deciding to go native pollinators, native perennials, is gonna help me condense what my options are. I'm working with Abby, and she's gonna show me around and show me what are native perennials, things that will be good to rewild this little piece of land that I have. What I showed Abby was these pictures of my yard. The areas I want to be landscaping today are the back berm that I've created and peppered rocks in throughout, the shower area and the bath area. I want to bring in some plants to create some privacy wall, see if I can get away with a privacy wall that's made out of plants instead of fence. We're going to look at shrubs, grasses, flowers. I have a list of plants that I know I like, but I also want to be open to, well, what they have in stock, and someone who really knows these plants well, kind of how they work and would look good. I've come with so many photos, so many inspo pics. I love these paths, these various paths I pulled as inspo because there's a nice height variety and a nice shape variety too. Tall, skinny grasses, low, kind of round flowers. This one too, with the dark blue house in the background. I love the way that the green contrasts on the house, and I just love the variety in greens and golds and the variety in height, and the way that the softness of the grass plays off of the hardness of the rocks. And also these kind of wild organic paths with lots of plant variety. I mean, this path is just the dream for this area that I've carved out of the berm. Yeah, just generally, this is like the first time that I've even considered this big of a plant order. I think the last time I purchased plants was back when I was building the pollinator garden in the oil tank, and that came out so beautifully. But what I learned from that was that not all those plants wanted to be together, and it was a little too clustered because all of those plants are going to grow much larger. That's the game plan. I'm going to go look at plants.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, they're so unique.
Yeah.
I'm like shocked to find out that these are native because they're just so funky, but dang, that's a native tree. One thing she pointed out that wasn't really on my radar, rhododendron. Really bushy, gets 6 to 10 feet. And yeah, the best part about it is that the leaves are so dense. And then all summer long, green leaves.
Yep. And all winter.
Love. Okay, this is a really good solution. Because what I didn't like about like a tall grass is like wispiness touching you in the shower. Like these are super sturdy.
And like the shower might like start like hitting it, and then it's gonna
and drooping. Yeah. But these will do okay with the extra water. And like, okay.
I love it.
I love that. We're looking at fruit trees as well. Here are the fruit trees. Oh my God, I love this. Oh, this is my favorite. I know, and it's not a native. It's so sad. Walk away, walk away, walk away. She kind of pointed out to me that everything in this zone is pretty much non-native, non-natives. Oh, but they're so pretty. Some of the non-natives are so beautiful, and I understand why people use them so often because they're gorgeous, like this, for example. I've got my willow tree, so we'll leave it at that. And here's a lot of those native perennials. This flower I love. I'm gonna do some of that.
So these are yarrow. I saw you looking at these.
I like yarrow a lot.
The wild variety is the white.
Okay.
But you can also do the yellow and the pink. All of them.
Good for deer. Like,
Yeah,
they're gonna.
all of them are deer resistant. Native hazelnut. It gets kind of big. If
Right.
I had to pick one though, I would recommend the elderberry.
Okay.
So fast.
Good to go. Okay
Yeah.
with the deer.
Yeah, okay with the deer.
Cool.
Yeah. Sometimes the deer nibble on them, but they are literally so fast growing, it doesn't even matter.
Great.
It's kind of like a black-eyed Susan, but with more longevity. Like it's gonna last longer.
Okay. Oh.
How you feel about pinks? If you want to add more color, but phlox is great for that.
Seeing that, I'm like, no, I don't think I like pink, actually.
So let's do 3 of the strawberry.
What does coreopsis do in the fall?
Not
Like,
all that much.
does.
These flower for a pretty long time, most of the summer. And
Yeah.
all of them will kind of just die back. It's only missing just a few things from that part.
I'm not going to order all my plants today. I'm going to order a nice, healthy amount, knowing that every year these plants are going to grow and a lot of them can be divided into multiple plants. So if I'm patient, and that's kind of the case with a lot of these plants that I'm purchasing, if I'm patient and wait till next year, I can almost double the amount of plants I have. So if you are on a budget, when it comes to landscaping, buy some things that are going to grow and just divide them. Keep dividing them. Keep on, and get so much out of your purchase.